What is up, world? It's your boy, a guy named Ty, and today, at this point, I think we always recording in the car. We might as well call this the mobile podcast, MITM on the road, baby. Because every day it seems like we're in the car. But today I wanted to talk to y'all real quick about something that's very important to me. All right. Now, I don't know if many of y'all know this. But I quit my job December 2019. I used to work at a cushy place. I used to work at the Federal Court of Canada, and it had its perks, it had its drawbacks. But I want to talk to y'all today about why I will never work a 9 to 5 again. Run the intro.
Caught up in them bright lights, lusting for shiny things that's golden. Everything ain't always what it seems, that it's soaking. Chasing my dreams, coming apart at my seams. Best believe that the money is the motive.
All right. Let's just hop into it. So, why will I never work a 9 to 5 again in my life? Okay. In the previous podcast, I talked to y'all a little bit about the death calendar. Okay? The death calendar. And how, if you didn't listen to the previous podcast, what the death calendar is, it's 90 to 100, for me 110 years, but it's a calendar with these boxes on it, 90 to 100 boxes, yeah? And each box represents 1 year of your life. So what you do with this calendar is you go in and you fill out the boxes for every year that you've already lived. You fill out the box for every single year that you have already been alive. And it really brings into perspective how much time you have on this planet. Now, for me at the time, I dedicated 6 years to the Federal Court of Canada. Okay? I started working there when I was 18, and I worked there until I was 24. And when I look back at my death calendar, I realized that one fourth of my life was the Federal Court of Canada. 1/4 of my life was somewhere that I did not like. It was somewhere that I couldn't stand being. Okay? I don't like politics and I don't like office politics, but they had a sign on the wall that said, if office politics are unavoidable, get on the winning side or stay out of it. And the crazy thing about that is, wait. First of all, what's the winning side? And if it's that's some toxic shit right there. Okay? The federal court was one of the worst places for myself to exist because I was homeschooled. I have 11 siblings. We moved all over the place. Okay? I was making money from 12 years old. I'm not used to conforming to what everyone else wants to do, what everyone else does. I'm very much a free thinker, and I like to do things my own way. I like to live on the offbeat. You know what I'm saying? Now, the biggest reason for me why working 9 to 5s or working these other jobs is not worth it. Actually, let me rewind a little bit. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me rewind. My first official job was working at Big Smoke Burger in Yorkdale Mall. I was making like $9 and change per hour or some bullshit. Okay. When I got my raise of 50 cents, which was like a $10.20, so I guess $10.50 or 20 cents raise, I was pissed. I was so angry that I quit my job. I'm like, I've worked here for over a year. I finally get a raise, and it's 50 cents. My life is worth way more than this bullshit $10.20 an hour. Because when I look at it, a pair of jeans cost $100. So I have to slave for a week at this burger place because they're only giving me part-time hours just to buy pants to wear, to then wear to work, and then get fucked up because I'm a fryer cook or I'm on the grill. Nah. I gotta work how many hours and beg for extra hours And after I've done everything that I could, and I'm showing and proving, and I'm cross-trained on, I started as a fry cook, but I'm cross-trained on fry, on the fry, on the line, as a grill, on cash register, as a prep. I could run the whole show by myself. I can come in and open the whole place. And you guys give me 50-cent raise? I was pissed. And this is the time when I had the opportunity to work at a gym and work in as a trainer and work at the court. So I'm like, I quit. I'm gonna go work at the court and build my fitness business. Now the crazy thing I realized as a fitness instructor, crazy thing about being a fitness instructor, is at the time I was making $35 an hour. Okay? So with the federal court, I'm making $18 an hour. A little bit more because I spoke French, which is great. But in the gym, I'm making $35 an hour. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's almost double for the same amount of time. So instead of me working at the court anymore, I'm like, yo, the court doesn't make sense. I should just focus on the gym. And then I found out how much people are charging for personal training. 90, 100, 250 per hour? What? I went and opened up my own little boutique gym. And I'm charging 60 to 90 an hour because, hey, we just started out. But for every 3 hours that I worked, 3 hours in my own gym, okay? 3 hours in my little boutique, I'm making what I would make in a day and more at the federal court. I'm making what I would make, actually no, sorry, 3 hours. I was making a day and a half's worth of being at the federal court. Okay? That's $270 a day. Okay? For 3 hours. Compare that to working at that burger place. That would have been 27 hours of my life that I'm dedicated giving to these other people. Trying to show and prove. When the pandemic hit, I had an opportunity to go back to work for the government, and I'm like, hell no, I'm not doing it. It's not worth it for me to go and slave all these hours when I can go and build something myself. And I could pay myself substantially more. I know the main thing is I just have to provide value. Okay? I wrote down a dream. I said, I want to make $900 an hour, 24 hours a day. When I was 16, I wrote that. I wrote that when I was 16. And now fast forward, hey man, I still love fitness. Don't get me wrong. I love fitness. I love fitness. I want more fitness clients. Right? I'm always in the gym. You always hear me training. I still am making programs. I'm still flexing that muscle to still be good at creating something. Because something that I realize is, instead of going and working for someone else hourly, I could provide value to the same people that I want to serve, and I'm charging them for a product. Even before the boutique, I launched my online fitness training back in 2017 when all the other trainers were laughing at me saying it's stupid. Having blended online and in-person training will never take off is what they said to me. But the crazy thing is I'm charging $270 a month now, and I don't have to put in any hours. I already did all the work 6 months, 7 months, 2 years ago. I did all the work already. The program is there and ready to go. And we're giving it away for only $270. Instead of my client paying $1,080 a month to see me in person, they do $270. Get all of my knowledge, get all of the skills. They could train at any time of the day that they want. Okay? Any time of the day that they want to train or they don't want to train or whatever. And that's $270 every month. So now I went from $10 an hour to $18 an hour to $35 an hour to $90 an hour to $270 a month, which I'm no longer on hourly. If I have 100 clients for the month, well, we never got to 100. Let's say 10. If I have 10 clients for the month, that's $2,700. Right? And I had that for 2 years. Every single month. $2,700 coming in from my 10 amazing clients. And then I went and worked a job to make some extra money. And I was always working, but I didn't have to if I didn't want to. Now one of the biggest mistakes that I did make was not paying attention to my clients, and I lost my clients. So silly. You got to nurture your clients, folks. Got to nurture them. But I went to $2,700 a month from doing nothing. I didn't need, it was literally through my fitness app. Very low overhead. Very low overhead. I didn't have to go and buy a house. I didn't have to go and get a mortgage. I didn't have to do it. I had passive income equivalent to what someone else would be doing for how many hours per month from literally being on the beach in Jamaica. Literally just being able to relax and focus on myself. So I went ahead and I started focusing on how can I make more items like this? How could I do more things that just take my idea? So I wrote my ebook. So now I have an ebook, The Total Upgrade, which is for your mind, body, and soul. How to upgrade your mind, upgrade your body, and upgrade your soul in 9 simple steps. I have the Lean Beast fitness program and the Lean Leopard fitness programs, and a few more. And now I'm in finance, where I charge $4,500 for 6 hours. And the crazy thing with that is that it's 6 hours of research and development for me, because I'm still making the products better and better, because the next step is to then fire myself and hire somebody else. It's to fire myself by recording myself and selling the videos of me talking about all of this. And I share this transparently with all of y'all. I want to be transparent with all of you, because there's this one, there's so many quotes that I love, but if you can hold it in your head, you can hold it in your hand. And I had the idea that I could make money from speaking, and I had the idea that I can make money from my thoughts. I could reach financial freedom by just being and focusing on being and being authentic and speaking authentic. And I could live a dream life, no longer bound to the shackles of a 9-to-5, which drains my soul. Drains my soul. Does not provide me with the freedom to be creative, to have meaning, have purpose. Does not give me the opportunity to develop out my soul goals, to become who I authentically am, to express who I authentically am, and to build my freedom. A 9-to-5 is not set up for you to build your own freedom. It's set up for you to build someone else's freedom. Unless you're using your 9-to-5 to fuel your freedom in the future. And that is the intention the entire time. But for the majority of y'all listening, at a 9-to-5, thinking that you're going to get a pension, pensions are an experiment that are already failing. Don't fall for that. For those of y'all that are 9-to-5, thinking that your boss cares about you and will take care of you, hey, only so much, but you stop delivering and messing up the bottom line, you're going to get the boot. I've seen so many people give up their lives to companies. Hell, I've had friends that have sacrificed their relationships for companies. Sacrificed being with the ones that love them for companies. Just to get fired a week or two later. And you gave up what? For a 9-to-5? You sacrificed your health and your well-being and your mindset and all of these things for a place that would replace you. So, I don't want to this is becoming a bit of a long podcast. I like to keep these nice and short and sweet. But I invite you to, one, check out the death calendar. See how much of your life was spent in school, how much is expected for you to work, and how much of it you actually are expected to retire and quote unquote enjoy life. Okay? 2, start planning your freedom. How are you going to escape? How the hell are you going to escape this matrix or this rat race or whatever the hell you want to call it? How are you going to escape the bullshit? How are you going to fuel your freedom? Build your dream lives with your loved ones. How are you going to do it? How will you make it out? Because you matter. And you're worth so much more. The vision that has been created for you is so much bigger. Your purpose on this planet is so much vaster than you think it is. You're meant to do more. So how are you going to fuel your freedom? Is there an idea that you have? Is there a side hustle that you have? Is there some sort of something that you can create? Is there more value that you can give back to this world? Heck, are you a mom that knows, I don't know, the best way to get your baby to nap and helping a way that you can help other new moms develop out that skill? If so, share that with the world and sell it as a product. Or find somebody to help you sell it. Or find someone to give it to add value to them so they can sell it and you make a profit. Is there some sort of network marketing company that you can join? Like Arbonne or Experior or whatever it may be, that allows you to build a business and at least learn how to build a business so you can build your freedom sooner? No matter what it is that you end up choosing, no matter what it is, what direction makes the most sense for you, the biggest thing for you to focus on is to start now. Because time is ticking. And tomorrow is 100% promised to nobody. So you should start living your life on your terms now. You should start funding your freedom now. Because you deserve it. Anyways, that's it for me. With all that being said, with all that blah being said, thank you all for listening. Hope you subscribe, like, comment, share it with somebody that you love. And without any further ado, peace.